Okay, I have been running an experiment today with various microphones, and there's some footage you're never going to see because the first stage of the testing absolutely failed. I was trying to use the onboard F-150 microphone, and it was horrible. So now I am using my old Bluetooth headset. Um, and to see how that microphone does. So far the best one has been the fancy um, Bluetooth um, DJI microphone I have, but I don't always have that with me, and I'd like, if this works, it would be really great because I almost always have this with me. So, so the important things that I said in the video that you're not going to see is I was headed to RV Lifestyles because my new Empire heater that I've done a couple of videos about that I'm so in love with, um, I had a problem. And here was the problem. I noticed that the pilot light was no longer blue and it was orange. I Googled orange pilot light gas heater, and across the board it said, that is a problem. You need service immediately. That is a sign that the fuel is not burning um, uh, purely, and it'll off gas, and it's just not a good thing. Get it serviced. So one of the reasons I went with the Empire and was so excited about it, other than it having a thermostat and doing really well, and so far it's been amazing with a thermostat. It's just um, far less propane um, than the Wave product, the Wave 6, uh, because the Wave 6 just either runs or it's on or off. So if it's on and it's cold, it's going to run all night. This will turn on and off. It's great. But it's no bueno when the pilot light is not blue. And it certainly was blue when I first got it. And the other reason I got the Empire from RV Lifestyles is the Olympian Wave products. You got to get them serviced, and I found this out firsthand. You have to ship it back to the manufacturer back east, and you have to pay for that, and that costs like $40 to ship. Cost me $40 to ship a Wave 6. Now, they did the right thing by me, and they sent me a brand new one instead of repairing my old one. And I'd had it for a year, and I think there's a 2-year warranty on that. But no one is authorized at all to repair or work on or get parts for the wave heaters, but that is not true of Empire. They are able to service the Empire heaters at RV Lifestyles, and I took it in, went to the technician guy that fixes them, and he says, "Oh, it needs to be cleaned." I said, "Only after a month?" He said, "Yeah, you can get dirty propane with contaminants in it pretty easily in Quartzsite, and it's a common problem. We will clean it for you, maybe by tomorrow." And I told him I don't have to have it that soon. Um, it's mild temperatures at night, and I can use my onboard furnace, and so I will let you know how that goes. Whether or not they charge me for it, I guess it's a maintenance thing, so they're probably going to charge me something for it. I don't think it's going to be a warranty thing, but we will see. I will let you know. I think it would be great if they didn't charge me, but I don't think it's a reasonable expectation. Um, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. It is kind of strange that um, it would get that dirty after only 6 weeks of work. I got it December 31st, and today is the 16th. That's about 6 weeks. Um, with constant use, would I have to take it in every 6 weeks to be cleaned? It doesn't seem all that reasonable, but I'll talk to them about it. They did say there's some places that sell propane that, it sits for a long time, like over the summer, and they don't sell any. And I told her I get it, mine at Patty's. And he said, well, there shouldn't be a problem with Patty's. Patty's is open year round. And so I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, Dottie's with me, and we're going to go to Roadrunner and we're going to do a little bit of grocery shopping. Well, at least I am. Dottie's going to wait out here, and it's, you know what? It's warm enough, so I'm going to leave the AC going for the little Dottie dog, just to make sure she's comfortable. There's a way for me to, I can lock my vehicle securely, and it can run with the AC going for a short period of time. It'll be fine. Dottie will be fine. Everything's cool. Let's see. It's a little busy today on a Friday afternoon. One of the things we have to get, Dottie, is some hamburger meat and some veggies for your dog food, right? Actually, I'm not gonna. I got the shade here, so I am going to turn off the car and just put the windows down. That should be fine for Dottie for a few minutes. I will be right back. So I went into Roadrunner and did my groceries, and I have a couple interesting things to say about this. One is important budget tip: don't go grocery shopping hungry. I think only about half of the things that I bought were actually on my list. I had realized it is 4:04. I have not eaten all day. I just forgot, and I spent $95 at Roadrunner, which is a lot of money for me. Now that did include Dottie's food, $16 for $16 for hamburger, for I think 2 pounds of hamburger. But still, that leaves what, $84 unaccounted for. But I bought a lot of stuff. What can I say? And here's the other interesting thing that happened is that I frequently will get recognized here in town for my YouTube, because of my YouTube videos. This guy in line was kind of bantering back and forth with him a little bit. He got him to save my place in line, and I run to get some English muffins. And he was kidding me a little bit. I had the feeling, I think this guy knows me. I think he knows. I'm going to guess he knows me from my videos. And sure enough, he said, "I wanted to ask you about your heater, the Empire heater." And I laughed and I said, "That's so funny that you should, of all the things to ask me about, you're asking me about the heater." And I just got dropping it off a few minutes ago, right before I came here, to get it serviced. And the look of surprise came over his face. And I said, "Well, let me tell you, it's been a dream heater. It really has. But it's got this little problem, and we'll hope it's a minor thing, and they'll clean it, and it won't happen again." One of the reasons I'm thinking it may not happen again is I went online and I bought I knew they made propane filters for Mr. Buddy heaters, because, contaminants are a real problem for that product. And I did find an inline one that is made for general purposes. It was $35, surprisingly, but I ordered one, and I will put it on the heater. It goes on the inlet, physically on the heater, and the hose goes into that, and it filters out impurities. So hopefully we'll avoid this problem in the future, and if it works out, I'll certainly let y'all know about it. So I'm going to pause here and put 6 gallons of water into my little container here. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I did not get water. I tried to put the quarters in, they went right through. And when that happens on these kiosks, it doesn't mean they're broken, it means they're out of water. The quarters just pass right through. And I checked both sides. And I'm going to go to the other one over on Main Street, on West Main. over by Burger King, the mobile station Burger King combination, and see if that one has water. Um, and that's my favorite one, and I don't know why I didn't go there first or why I wanted to go up here. I have no idea. I have no explanation. You probably noticed how pretty the sky looked as I pulled out of the water place. As I turn here and head west, I think you'll get another glimpse. The sky's kind of starting to turn orange. The impending sunset. It's been kind of a long day today for me. Had a little work to do, and like I said, I can't remember what I have mentioned, didn't mention, because I did the first leg of this journey using the F-150 microphone. It was so bad I'm not going to be able to publish it, so I can't remember what I did and didn't say. This afternoon, Cheryl and I teamed up together and dumped our black and gray tanks with our two totes. She has a small tote, I think it's 25 gallons or 20, I'm not sure, and mine's 36, and we were able to get them both in the back of her pickup truck, and we teamed up and did both ours. It's really nice to have a system where you don't have to move your rig to either get water or dump your tanks, because it's very inconvenient to break camp, especially when you're in a place for a long time and you've set things up exactly the way you want it, and even going a short distance, you have to really secure everything in your rig, because even going a short distance, things will fall all over the place if you're not careful. And George the cat would be so upset if I moved that trailer more than I had to. For those of you that aren't familiar, George the cat hates traveling, hates moving, gets sick every time, no matter what I do, what medications, what strategies I use, George gets sick. And it's terrible, but I'm not giving up my kitty, George. And George is very happy when we're not moving. And so it's just in the summer when we have to move every 2 weeks that George is pretty upset. But that's not till the summer. Here we are. We're going to try this again. And I think I'm going to leave this running. I'll be right back. Well, I am out of luck today getting water. I mean, there are a couple other places I could try, but 2 is my limit. I'm not out of water. I could always break down and get Ltva water. There's nothing wrong with it. And I do not drink the water out of my tank anyway, so I don't know why I'm so insistent on paying for this water. I think I know it's salt free. It hasn't got the minerals in it. And, I guess I'm a little worried about the water eating away at the inside of my tank and the plumbing and stuff, but those are probably ridiculous concerns and not well founded in reality. So sometimes you get a rationalization to do something a certain way, and you just keep telling yourself that you're doing the right thing, right? And facts be damned. I know plenty of people that use Ltva water on the regular for years and years and years and have never had a problem. So the evidence is strongly against my idea that I should be paying for water. So I'm going to think about that for the next day. And it's only $1. Well, I just wasted $1. Actually, I wasted $1.25 because I put in 4 quarters and I hit the button and I heard the thing whir and like it starts, and then I turned it on. No water came, and I just to make sure I put another quarter in. All that did was I lost $1.25 instead of $1. And if I called that phone number there, I'm sure they'd refund my $1.25 somehow. But I'll let them keep my $1.25. They've been good to me. They've been giving me that extra gallon for at least 2 years. So I'm happy to donate $1.25 to that company. Oh, I forgot. Guys, I totally forgot mail. And it's almost, all right, I'm not quite sure where we are. I think I need to turn around. I'm pretty sure I need to turn around. What am I doing, guys? Maybe not. Um, it would be really great if I understood exactly where I am. And I think I need to turn around. I completely forgot to get my mail. That was one of the main reasons for coming into town, was to get mail. So there's Silly Al's Pizza. I almost went all the way back to camp without picking up my packages. And I hope I can pick up my Starlink router, the new one, but so far I have not gotten a notice, even though it was delivered by FedEx more than 24 hours ago. And here we are. I think I realized it just as I was passing the road here by Solar Bills. All right, I'll see you on the way back. So, got my mail. Turns out the package I was worried about was there. I did ask them. I said, are you over 24 hours now in processing?" They said, "No, we do everything through every day," and certainly it was there. I'm told them I did not get a notice, but you know what? Um, I'm going to double check my email, and maybe I accidentally deleted it, because the odds of it being my fault are much higher than the odds of it being their fault. They've been doing. Moon Mountain Mail has done what I consider to be a flawless job this season. A new business, doing a very complex thing for a large number of people. They hit it out of the park. They were just amazing this season. And if it was their fault and they didn't scan my thing and something happened in their system, so what? You know? So what? That's one. I shudder to think the number of packages I've seen. I don't think it's triple digits, but it's probably close to 50 packages that I've gotten since I got here. And this is the only one there was a hiccup on, and the hiccup was I just didn't get a notice, and I was going there anyway for 3 other packages that I did get notice for. So was there any skin off my nose? Negative, none, zero. So if you come to Quartzsite next year and you want a mail service, go see Moon Mountain Mail. Wholeheartedly support them, and they're just amazing. I have not had good experience with their competition at all. Um, you can. I got a friend of mine that you know rented a box at the post office, um, and I haven't heard very many complaints with her. I don't know how much that is. I'll have to ask her. But certainly the hours are not as friendly as Moon Mountain Mail, which is, I think they open at 8 a.m. and they close at 6, and they're open half a day on Saturdays. And certainly those aren't the hours of the post office in Quartzsite. And the post office in Quartzsite is not going to give you a notice when your package is ready to pick up, because you can get a delivery notice to the post office, but until they put that little slip in your post office box saying it's ready to pick up, you ain't going to get it. But that's, to be fair, Moon Mountain, you can get a delivery notice from Amazon, or like I did with FedEx yesterday, that was delivered at 2:40 in the afternoon, but you can't reasonably expect them to instantly just hand you the package as soon as it's delivered. They have to process the packages through their system. But I think it's consistent with what he told me, that they're processing everything by the end of the day. Now, that's not to say you're going to get it that day, because I get some notices after closing time. They're cleaning up at the end of the day, and I'll get a 6:15, 6:30 p.m. notice. But that means I can pick it if it's not a Saturday. If it's not, well, I guess they won't be doing that on a Saturday. But if it's, I can pick it up at 8 o'clock the next morning, because obviously they're not going to be processing packages at 6 o'clock Saturday. So it'll be Monday through Friday they're processing packages. So if you got a package you need so badly that you have to have it the second it gets delivered, I don't know what you need to rent a house or something, and not use the Postal Service, because guess what? The Postal Service does not deliver any mail in Quartzsite, Arizona. Zero mail, whether you're a resident or not. They do not have a delivery service. So it's either general delivery or a post office box, and that's the only way you're going to get U.S. mail in Quartzsite. I get U.S. mail in Quartzsite through Moon Mountain, because my address for my mail is a P.O. box for Moon Mountain Mail. Everything is sent through if it's USPS mail, it goes to the post office in Quartzsite, and it goes to Moon Mountain Mail's box. And they pick it up, and they check it in, and I pick it up. And that is the only way I can get post USPS. Now, Moon Mountain Mail, you don't have to be a member with them to pick up packages. It's $5 a package. However, if you're not a member, you cannot get any post office mail. Why is that? Because there are laws and rules and regulations that require you, if you're going to get postal mail like that you fill out forms and meet certain guidelines. And those forms are filled out, and you sign these things when you become a member of Moon Mountain Mail. So if all you're interested in is FedEx, UPS, DHS, you can get it all at Moon Mountain Mail without being a member and paying $5 a package. But the one thing that some vendor decides to send you through the post office, you cannot get it, and the post office will say thank you very much, and they will return it to whoever sent it. Ask me how I know. Yes, I'm a member, but I improperly Oh, so that was Nancy who comes into our campfires um, frequently. Very nice lady. She works full time. Um, I think she gets off work at 4 o'clock, so it's 4:30. She was out riding her e-bike, getting some fresh air and a little bit of exercise. Um, so we are arriving back at camp with no water, but we got plenty of groceries. Um, we got some ice cream I bought. It's probably pretty soft. But we are back. I was all excited because Denny and Deb were coming back today, but they're not coming back today. They experienced some problems with their new truck, and they're trying to get that taken care of before they come back, which is very disappointing that they're not here, but I hope they get their truck fixed. And here we are back at camp, and I'm very anxious to see how this Bluetooth microphone worked. I hope it worked well. We'll see. Oh, and that's all this video is today. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.